Hello, it's the Abstract Oracle. Um, this is the first time I've ever done a video like this. I am, something really moved me about Kenneka Jenkins' case, and a friend of mine posted the video of the so-called activists talking about the video and how he could see that no one had coaxed her into this freezer. She went there by herself. As soon as I saw the video, it just felt suspect to me. You know, I just didn't, something just didn't sit right. It didn't vibe right with me. Because first of all, who are you? And why are you being shown a video? And technically, you're just a civilian like all of us are. So if they were going to show you the video, then why not show us the video as well? So we can all determine for ourselves without your influence what happened. So anyway, I was sitting here watching some YouTube videos, some silly things, and really thinking about what I see myself doing with my channel and what I would like to see. So in the future, I see myself doing more videos, probably similar to this one, and also just about other things that are not quite as heavy as this subject here. But this was something that I felt that I needed to confirm, maybe for some of the other readers. I only watched like two videos of people doing readings about this, and it was funny because I wasn't really watching their video, so I wasn't really paying attention. I had my own cards, and I had already had some ideas. The way things come to me is almost like it's downloaded into my brain, and I just know. And I don't know how I know, I just know. They call that claircognizant. So what I knew from the beginning was that there was a male that was involved. Not just, I don't know if it was, and when I say a male, I should say primarily, there was a primary male figure that was involved. It was more than one person, but it's a primary male that's involved. So when I laid out some of the cards, as I was, the other videos were playing, it was confirming as I was laying out the cards what I was also picking up. So I just wanted to kind of go over some of the cards and how I interpret them. I know some readers do read reverses. I don't. And that's just my own personal thing. But this is the first thing that I got. This is the male. This is the young man that kind of shows up as the one of the primary people involved. And this is someone who could be considered a fiery personality. And when I say fiery personality in this sense, is someone who may not have impulse control. So this could be, you know, someone who does something spontaneously and then regrets it later on, the consequences that come behind the spontaneousness. And so here we have the Ace of Swords as the cross card, and that says that the truth is going to come out. There is some truth that's going to be revealed. This, I feel like, is based in Kenneka transitioning up spiritually, because the Eight of Cups is also about spiritual evolution or evolving or expanding. And so when we leave this plane, we automatically begin to evolve. And I feel like that represents her. And that 8 is also infinity and meaning that same thing. And here we have the Empress, and the Empress usually represents fertility. In this case, we may hear about some type of pregnancy, may not be necessarily her, It could be somebody that else that was involved, because I do feel like, as we see, there's a Queen of Swords. There's another woman that's involved in this somehow, as well. I don't know if there was like a relationship, and there was some jealousy, but those things went on, but I'm not sure to what extent. There's some kind of jealousy and envy things going on, and there's some talk and gossip and things like that. It's a lot of different little elements going on in this situation. There's the Eight of Wands here. In this Eight of Wands, I'm saying there's going to be a lot of emails, and a lot of social media and a lot of communication about this situation. It's all kinds of stuff coming at us. The story's probably going to change a little bit from what it is now, and all types of ideas, and people doing videos similar to this. And the difference, I feel like, between people who just have opinions and those of us who are readers or spiritual counselors or light workers, is that we have a different type of insight. And this insight is not for any type of gain, financial gain, personal gain, or anything like that. It's just expressing the truth that we feel. And again, there's some confirmations that are happening between different readers who don't know each other and are picking up on the same thing. And when that happens, that lets you know that there is some form of confirmation that is happening here. And I feel like Kenneka is still around, and she wants this truth to be revealed, that she didn't just carelessly walk into this freezer like they're attempting to try to say, but that was something else was going on. And her family feels that, and they may not be able to express it in this King's English that some people need to hear to qualify something being true. But there is something that happened, and what we're getting, the details they're trying to feed us right now, are some bullshit, basically. So, moving around, looking around at some things, there's something's going to come out of the strength of her family. This is the family inheritance card. So this is saying here that something is going to take place with the family. And this also could also imply that she's going to be, they will benefit financially from this situation. Not in the sense that they're, of course, money can never replace her as a person, but that there will be some kind of reward that she's kind of giving to her family, to let them know that she was a catalyst for this to change their circumstance, or change their lives somehow. So it was almost like a sacrifice, because I do feel like she didn't know everything that was happening, because as you can see here, she's the the Eight of Swords is saying that she didn't know. She couldn't see what was going on. And it also implies that she may have been bound in this situation. Maybe somebody, doesn't necessarily mean she was tied up, but they could have held down her arms and her legs, and she couldn't move. But this also says that she couldn't see what was about to happen. She didn't know. She wasn't aware. And with the Moon card here, with that, it says to me here, if you see these two together, kind of says that she didn't follow her intuition. And the Moon is also about delusion or illusions. So that could also mean that she was delusional, or she wasn't in her right mind. They said she had been drinking, so it could be that the influence, because what happens when in the moonlight, things don't look the same as they do in the daylight. So, but it does show that she was not aware. She wasn't aware. She kind of was walking in blindly into this situation, and she had the innocence, and there was an innocence about her that, that this is why this kind of happened. She didn't have her guard up. She wasn't paying attention. Again, here we are with the family, and this is saying that there's going to be some kind of coming together with the family that's going to, so this happening was some type of family sacrifice for the family. Again, like I said, there's something there with that. And it's going to bring about a new emotional space, new growth emotionally, maybe for the family. Maybe this was something that needed to take place. Excuse me, I'm not very good with this camera. Something needed to take place for them to have this spiritual evolution, or this growth, emotional growth. And so she was the one who made this situation kind of take place. So the thing I found very interesting, though, was here we have the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So swords are generally cards that are kind of can't get around those cards. This is generally somebody, some of the cards can be ambiguous. You don't know if this situation is going to take place or not, right? But these swords are like, yeah, this happened. Cups. So one thing about knights, knights are almost like messengers, right? So they're bringing some type of information. So here we have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, and he's charging. So this is somebody who could be angry. This is somebody who feels like they may have been betrayed or something along this line. The Queen of Swords also is from a woman who can be manipulative. She can be someone who's had some experiences, so she has more knowledge about a situation than she may be letting on, or she has more knowledge about why things are happening the way that they are. And so these three people, this this Knight of Cups represents somebody who's emotional too. And knights can be, they're not always aggressive. They can be, though. They can be assertive in that sense of going after what they want and, taking charge. And so here we have what I interpret, or what I feel that they were like, three people who were involved, three other people who were involved, and somehow three main characters, possibly. And what confirmed it kind of for me was this Three of Hearts with the three swords. So something, usually when this comes up, is about relationships. And it's saying that the two people who are in the relationship, some third thing happened, whether it was a person or a situation, circumstance, whatever happened, and that's what caused the breakup. Then you have what I found interesting too is when I pulled this queen, I pulled this Nine of Swords as well, and this is about not resting well, not being able to sleep, having insomnia. So I feel like maybe there's some female friend of hers who knows more than what she's saying she does, and is bothering her. She can't sleep. Is weighing on her and causing her to have some type of angst. And usually the swords are like the suit of, they're like spades in regular cards, but these are like the swords of truth. So like I said, with the Ace of Swords here, like the truth is going to come out. Aces are about beginnings. So we haven't begun to get the truth yet, but we will. There's something holding the truth up at the moment, but it's going to be revealed.